right, so I've always been a person to go to bed early. I like to kind of wrap up my day at about 9:30. And so as a result, I've never really known what goes on in my house after I go to bed. I don't really know what's being eaten, what's being said. I don't really know why I need to know, but it's always kind of perplexed me. So the other night, I stay up later, and I go downstairs, and my parents, my hand to God, are watching reality television. And I was so shocked by this. I was like, reality television I thought was trash TV. Like, it serves no purpose. And so I sat down and I'm watching it. It was the show Catfish. And so Catfish is this television show that this fake person is on the internet, but they're kind of fed by a real person. So it'd be me just assuming a different identity. And a real person falls in love with this fake person. And when the two meet, they realize that they're just the real person's you're not who I thought you were. And so they call that being catfished. So it's one of those shows that you watch 3 seconds of it and you already know what's going on. So I sat down and I watched my 3 seconds, and I got to the part where the producer was talking to the girl who, the catfisher, and she's like, "Why'd you do it?" And the girl can't really give a straight answer. She kind of hem-haws around, and then at the end she's just like, it's hard work trying to be someone else. And I found that to be very profound and pretty insightful too. And I was really surprised by this because sometimes I think that only the most profound words can come from the most intelligent in the world. The doctors and the lawyers and the good-looking CEOs, not really from someone that's not that. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, this is really interesting. So then I watch more and I'm like, man, this is really sad. Reality TV is very rarely purely sad, because everyone, they look great, and they drive nice cars, and they have extravagant houses. And there's drama, but it's always the drama that's you know what, you're gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. But it's highly entertaining. And so I became very sad by this, because this woman had spent so much time and energy. Like she said, she's it's hard work, trying to be completely someone else. I was very shocked by this. And then I realized this woman is not an anomaly. She is not the kind of person that you look at and you're like, wow, you have a very rare disease. We are this woman. Every person in some way or another tries to be someone they are not. We're constantly searching for a fictional being in the oblivion. We don't know who it is, but we're constantly striving to be this person that we want to be. It's slowly killing us. Because what we need to realize is that we are ourselves, fully ourselves. And we never trust ourselves. And that's another thing that kind of feeds into our, I'm not really happy, because I'm constantly searching to be someone I'm not. And so the more I watched the show and the more I thought about this woman, how she's it was hard work, building up this entire life story and constantly searching for others' opinions and validation. Here's what I want you guys to think about. From conception to right now, think of all the things you have gone through in your life. All the things you've experienced. All the tragedies, all the beautiful things, all the tired Mondays, all the happy Fridays, just everything that you've gone through. It's marvelous. You are 100% you. And every situation you've ever been in through your life is 100% yours. Completely. Because you can have 7 billion people see an event, and they will take it 7 billion different ways. So think about your past. It is 100% yours. You have thought about it in a completely different way than everyone else. And so that is why the past is not the past. The past is you. You equal the past. You are your past. One of my least favorite mottos and sayings and quotes are things like, the past is the past. Put the past away. You are not your past. Those are very untrue. The past isn't the past. You are your past. You are everything you have gone through, everything you've seen, experienced, heard, said. That is you. We cannot search for the fictional being we want to be because we are ourselves. We are the equation of our past. Let me conclude. Last year when I was making my college list, my mom was like, just put a list together and we'll visit all and we'll go from there. And so I put all these colleges together, and I put together the most diverse group of colleges. I put like, Rockhurst and then like Rolla, and that's where I'm gonna go. But I put all these different colleges together, and I put Gonzaga University in Washington State. And my mom was like, that is the most random. She just did not know why I wanted to go to Gonzaga. And I was like, oh, it's in Washington State, I like rain, it's gonna work. And so I do a whole bunch of research on Gonzaga, and I get on the website and it's like, Zag, be a Zag with us, you're a Zag. And I was like, all right, I like that, Gonzaga, Zag, it's pretty catchy. And so I'm telling one of my good friends, Michael Sennett, about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about going to Gonzaga, I think it's really promising. And I honestly don't remember what Michael said to me, but the gist of it was, do it. It's out of the norm, you're gonna miss your family, you're gonna be so far away, but just do it. You're your own person, Chloe. And I was so inspired by that. So I always kind of equated Zag with be your own person. Go ahead and do it. Even if no one else is doing it, it's fine, go ahead. And so that's what I always equate Zag with. And so I end every letter, every email, instead of like sincerely or like love, I just put Zag, Chloe Sutton. And I've never been very good at endings. Every story I tell, the end is always so bad. And so to end this, I'm gonna pretend like I wrote you guys a letter. Zag, Chloe Sutton.